How can you ever be happy in life when you care so much about people's opinions and thoughts about you, as well as their judgment, when they know nothing about you? And that's the key point right there, is they know nothing about you at all. If you think about yourself right now, whether you're 18, 30, 40, 50, 60, you've gone through 18 years of life, you've gone through 30 years of life, you've gone through 40 years of life, you've been through some of the biggest struggles, some of the biggest ups, some of the biggest downs, grief, love, loss of love, heartbreak. So many factors that I can't even get into because this video would take hours long. You've been through so many things that have made you the person you are today. So how would you ever let someone's opinion who knows you for a day, a month, even if they know you for a year? It's like, think about the fraction of your life right there. If you're 18 right now and someone's known you for 1 year and you let their opinion matter so much about how you view yourself, you've now let someone who's only been witnessing 1/18 of your entire life dictate how you feel about yourself, even though you've been in your own shoes for the entire 18 years. And that right there, it keeps some people in this bubble, in this shell where they can't get out too, because it's like, you feel like you might be, if life and how everyone wants you to be is this big circle, you might feel like you're a square peg. And what I mean by that is, like, you can't fit in society, you can't fit in life, you can't fit in these groups, and you want to get in the circle because you want to be in here. This is where all the cool people are, the pretty people, the people with the most money, yada, yada, yada. Everyone's in this circle right here, and you want to be in here, but you're a square. You're too big for the circle. So what will you do? Instead of just realizing that, I can stand alone and be outside the circle, and people that are in this circle will already gravitate kind of around me anyway, and they're kind of already in the circle, so they don't really see what's going on anyway because they're so worried about what's happening in the circle. Or what you'll do is, most people, what they'll do is they'll shade themselves down. So they might be this square peg, and this square peg has gone through so many things, so many ups, so many downs, has built so much character, because any loss you take, any hardship you go through builds you up into being this great person. Whether you see it or not, the fact that you can go through horrible things and still stand here today is a testament to your own ability and your own, just self-will, your judgment to be able to continue pushing forward and, last on your feet, because you're not getting knocked down, you're not giving up, you're not quitting. And instead of that right there, what you'll have is people will shade themselves down and try to remove who they really are because they don't want to. Yeah. Okay, thank you. See, like, I'm not here making this video right now, and I don't even care because I don't know this lady. She's some park ranger. She can tell me to leave. She can tell me she'd leave all she wants, and I will leave because I follow the rules. I'm not going to break the rules. Unless the video goes on too long, I might have to break the rules. What I'm saying is, though, like, some people might feel awkward to come out here and have park rangers watch you while you're making videos because they were worried, she'll think I'm weird, she'll think I'm this. But at the end of the day, I mean, I could do this 1,000 times because I don't care what she thinks, because I don't want to be in this circle. Everything I've gone through has made me who I am. And my belief in God, because I believe in God, God has put me through these things to make me who I am and get to this point today. So if I'm going to just decide to not do these things, it's going to make me basically give God and also everyone who's made me who I am, it's going to give them kind of this middle finger, because it's like, God, people around me, you guys have helped shape who I am, but I don't care. F you guys. I want to do my own thing. I want to be like these people that haven't been through these experiences. So I'm going to shade myself down and go from this square to this circle peg so I can fit in with everybody else, because I want to be like them. But then when you realize is, when you get to this circle right here, when you get in this group with all these people, they don't want to be in here either. They shut themselves down. They all have been their own things as well. Because think about the human experience. We all have different parents. We all have different grandparents, different hometowns, different backgrounds, there's so many things that make you who you are. So many, even the mind, like the most minute details. What high school you went to has changed who you are. What teachers you had. You can go down and extrapolate every single small detail. Even if someone's in your same hometown, think about your siblings. You might have the same exact parents. You could be identical twins, same parents, same DNA, whatever, same hometown, same high school. You might have different teachers, and that right there will have the small impact to change who you're around in class, and that will change you who you are. So you really think that out of all these experiences we go through that are so unique, we can really be that similar to someone else. We can really find some popular person, and we can change ourselves to be like them. And then in that effort, you lose your sense of identity. You lose who you really are. You lose appreciation for all the things you've gone through, all the things you've endured, to become like them, to get in their in group, to be cool, to be whatever, be popular, to have all these luxuries, these friends, these all this, all that, to get all these likes on the internet. And then you find out they were just like you before. And they got so afraid of everyone judging them, everyone thinking they're weird, thinking they're this, and they want to get in this group. So they shade themselves down, and then you shade yourself down, and then you realize that everyone around you is all just these watered down versions of themselves, when in reality, the people who are on the outside of the group are the most happy and the most content, because sure, they might seem like, oh, this person's a little off, this person's what, like they're willing to do this, they're willing to go and try this and do this alone and dress on this, like dress like this and try this. But in reality, they're the most content, they're the most happy, because they're not worried about what other people are thinking. Their self-identity, their self-worth is not determined by people in this in-group, in this circle group. And like the other part that goes into this is like, people really don't care. Like, you might be worried so much about what people are thinking, whether you're like, I don't know, whether you're at your job, you're at your office, you're at college, you're at school, you're at high school. You might think like, oh, oh, I can't do this because they're going to think this. I can't sit alone because they're going to think this. They're going to talk about this. In reality, like I said, life is so long. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You are worried about what these people that are going to see you for a fraction of your life. You're going to let that opinion determine what you will do when you're the only person in here and you are running this long marathon of life. And then the reality, the secret is, they don't even care. You can do whatever, like this is a social experiment. You can literally try. I can stand on this bench right now and I can just scream. I can just start yelling. I can just say, I can dance around here and do whatever I want. I can act a complete fool, and people will be around me right now and they'll literally think to themselves, they'll be like, wow, that guy, he's pretty crazy. And they'll keep walking. They might pull their phone out and record, you know what I'm saying? That's the max you're ever gonna get. And that's if I'm acting an absolute fool. So if you think you're gonna draw that much attention just being yourself and like you're a little bit different than everybody else, reality, everyone else is so self-serving. Like, they're so worried about what they're doing. And same thing, they're worried about like protecting their image. Like, like, you might be the weird one. You might be the one doing crazy stuff, but they're like, dang, I really don't want that guy that's dancing around this park to think I'm weird. So I gotta like change myself and like, I try to block him out and focus on myself, because they wanna be seen the right way. They want to look the right way. They want to act the right way. They want to do everything the right way. And then one day they realize there is no right way at all. Like, everyone's kind of just free balling what they're doing. Everyone's trying to find the purpose, follow through, whatever. And they're letting the opinions and ideas of other people just put them in this big ball of nothing. This big ball of like, let's lose your self-identity. Let's lose all your hardships. Let's lose all your life lessons because you want to be like them. And then once we get old enough and life's kind of lost a little bit of its flavor, a little bit of its value, now we realize like, dang, I changed all myself. You know, God had this huge plan for me, this huge purpose. He put me through all these things just to get me to this point, and now none of it matters because I was so worried about what just regular people I didn't know at all. Because like, if you really think in 40 years you're gonna remember some random person from high school, some random person from college, it's like, you're not gonna remember them at all. I mean, think about it. You graduate high school, you will forget people's names like 2 years later, 3 years later. That's just their names too. Like, you might literally be like, oh, that guy, like, oh, I forget who that is, and like, you might have to like jog back your memory, look at pictures, yada yada. So you think in 20 years they're gonna matter, 40 years they're gonna matter. It doesn't matter if you're 30 years old too. You might be 30 and like people at your office, one day you're gonna quit, one day you're gonna retire, one day you're gonna get fired, one day they're gonna quit, they're gonna retire, fire, whatever. It's like, everyone's gonna go their own path, go their own way, and you're gonna be so far away from people you're not gonna remember them at all. So the point of this is just keep your self-worth. Do not let other people that are not gonna matter in your life at all judge you and change you who you are, because you only have one life, and every experience in your entire life has made you who you are today. And as a testament of you, it means, you know, you have endured everything. You've been through the positives, you've been through the negatives, highs, lows. So if you're gonna change for people that haven't been in your shoes, they haven't walked a mile in your shoes, and they're gonna try to change who you are and, you know, judge you, it doesn't matter. Because tell them to walk in your shoes, be who you are for a bit, and then, you know, we'll talk then. Because they think of the same experience as you, they might turn out the exact same. So at the end of the day, you gotta be happy with yourself, be grateful that you are who you are, be grateful for every experience that life has given you, stay positive, and just be who you are, because it doesn't matter. You know, park rangers might yell at you one day and tell you that it's gonna close in 15 minutes, and you're gonna tell them, thank you, I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna keep doing this video because I need to help people. I need to help the people of the world here. I need to make you guys feel grateful. I need you guys to be proud of yourself and not be worried about judging people, because it doesn't matter. We'll do whatever we want as long as we're being good people. You know, we'll keep being happy, stay being positive, because you have one life. Live it to the fullest and not let other people's judgment change who you are and leave you as some watered down, empty, meaningless life. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things for me. That way this message can get out, help more people. I'm thankful for all this. See you guys.